You and I, head coach Mark Farley. Coach Farley will have an opening statement and prepare for questions. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, first, that was a great, hard-fought football game. That was a very good Indiana State team, and I'm very pleased with how our team played a complete game, a steady game from start to finish without a lot of highs and lows in it, and that's how we overcame some things that happened to us on that field. So, because they were poised and because they were confident in how they just played as a team, that allowed us to win that over a four-quarter time period.
How gratifying is that when you're not maybe at your best, that you are able to still get a win against the ranked opponent?
Well, it fits this football team. I mean, you can easily say after the fact that that's the way this football team has really came together. Is that there's no highs and lows. There's no one person or one leader. It's a group of people just trying to win football games as a group, and I think that's what we did today. And offense made a couple mistakes, defense made a couple mistakes, but without the effort of the total package, we're not successful. We're winning because of a great team effort.
What do you think of Dell, number 22?
He's good, really good. I thought when he hit those first couple runs, I knew he was a great player, but you don't know until you play him yourself if you can get him down. And he made us miss in space. He's a powerful runner. He can break tackles. He has great balance. And there's no question it factored in the game when he went out.
Coach, what was going through your mind when Rennie delivered that kind of knockout punch, finally getting that touchdown to sink field?
That was actually a big play because he overthrew him to a point, and you could see Terrell hit another gear to go get that ball, and it was kind of the next step for Terrell, really, because Terrell made a great catch last week at Missouri State, and then each week he got a little bit better, a little bit more confident, and that particular play in a critical situation was a huge play, and Terrell made it look easy. He ran that ball down. It was a little overthrown, but Terrell went and got it.
A couple of the guys kind of said that even though it's pretty much the same team back, they kind of sense a different attitude, a little bit different feel of this group. Do you get that sense from them too? I mean, maybe they're a little bit more grown up from a year ago at this point?
That's a good way to put it. I think the difference in them is their maturity. There's no question. They have been through tough losses, great wins, and there's a lot of youth on our team too. So that's how it's kind of been brought along. I think that our leadership's very good because they're using the experience of years past, and they know that week to week, day to day, and play to play is the most important thing. That's where they're playing. We kept our place tonight. I mean, you go back and there were some up and downs in that game, but our sideline was a very calm sideline as far as trying to execute and find ways to make things.
Every week you're going to, being number 2 in the country, and really, a lot of people consider you the best team in the country. So when they come into your home or when you go to visit them, you're going to get there easily their best shot.
Well, I think our players know that just from experience now, and what we tell them is, when you sign on here, that goes with the territory. That when you go somewhere, you're probably going to get the best shot. When somebody comes in here, it's a big deal to have an opportunity to win in this place. So we're going to get a very excited football team week in and week out. That's why we have to play in and whatnot right now.
Was that you who ran down the sideline to get that timeout on defense?
Good speed, huh?
I just wondered if you got hurt.
Yes, it was. I didn't blow a ham on that one. Yeah, we had to. We were going to get caught at 12 on the field at that particular time, so we're trying to make a substitution, and we got caught in it. So,
Coach, special teams, they missed 2 field goals at extra point. Severson goes 3 for 3 for you, doesn't miss a PAT. Just talk about what a difference that would have made.
Well, special teams and this Indiana State is very good. I knew they were good, but playing them, they're very good. And it always comes down to special teams and turnovers. When you're playing 2 very good football teams, and that was special teams and turnovers. 2 kicks were very critical at the time because it kept them at bay. And then of course the intercepts for us was what field games.
Did you expect this? It was a 13-9 game into the fourth quarter. Did you expect it to be this defensive oriented on both sides?
No. If you look at the stats, you thought there had been some points put up by either team, but I think you're going to win a lot more games playing great defense. But your offense has to complement your defense. And right now, our offense is complementing our defense to how we're operating, and that's first quarter, I mean, that's a fast first quarter, because they were running the ball and we were running, and the first quarter was over in a short amount of time, so, and then things kind of, settled more into the kind of the football game, settled into it.
Time for a couple more questions.
Coach, you mentioned getting everybody's best shot. I mean, this is going to be a tough stretch for any team with Southern Illinois and then North Dakota State. You feel like you have kind of the perfect team to attack this stretch of games?
I think we got the right team to attack that stretch of games.
Coach, your red zone defense. I know you talked a lot about the red zone offense, but outside of them getting another chance at the end of the first half, I mean, your red zone defense was perfect.
Well, I'm trying to think back to the plays that we made, but yeah, we were very good in the red zone and have been. And they take a lot of pride in not letting people score. And we've already talked to L.J. Ford and James Conley and Darren Branches and Ben Boothfield. I mean, you just put Ben, you talk to Ben and L.J., so you kind of see the temperament they're going to get into inside the 10-yard line. That's why we're good on defense, because they instill that in everybody else. And our kickoff cover team, I mean, we're playing with a passion and we play the team.
Talk about LJ causing the fumble there, keep you guys ahead, and what is it about him that makes him so talented to cause fumbles?
His maturity. He's always been a great football player, but he's a different person this season than he's ever been in any others, because he's probably the most pleasing, how do I say this? It's most pleasing to me to see how he's developed as a man. And I think that's what's making the difference in the kind of player he is on the field. He's separated himself. He's always given, but for some reason he separated himself just a little bit more than everything else right now. And I think it's more so how he carries himself as a man.
When Bell was knocked out of the game, Sonny got the penalty for celebration, right? I mean,
Which one?
when Bell was hurt and knocked out of the game.
He got a penalty for hitting him above the shoulder pads.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right now, the rule is that if you hit anything above the shoulder pads, there's going to be a when in doubt throw a penalty. So if you see anybody throwing a shoulder above the head, you're going to throw a penalty for helmet to helmet, or using your helmet as a weapon. So he got called for a hit with his helmet. My question was, is they're both about 4'5". They just hit, but he was a great running back. Barnes is a very tough player. And, they just collided, and I don't blame Barno for it. I don't like the penalties, but being the way that guy was running,